Hello, fellow fantasy gamers, and welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like the video and share it with your friend, and if you are watching on TikTok, please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you will help me a lot as our community grows bigger and bigger. Let's take a quick look at what happened last weekend in the 16th round of Italian football. We have witnessed a lot of interesting results as usual, but in addition we saw at least one bad referee decision. And it came in the first game between Genoa and Juventus that finished 1-1. The black and whites took the lead thanks to a penalty converted by Chiesa, but the home side started the second half on fire and equalized. After that the record champions couldn't settle their nerves and had to satisfy with the point. In the second match of the round, Lecce won against Frosinone thanks to a late goal from Ramadani. For the away side, Caio Jorge scored his first goal for this season after his injury that sidelined him for a long time. In the next game, the champions Napoli won 2-1 at home against Cagliari. The goals were scored by the two stars Kvara and Osimhen, and that I think means that they are on right path. After that we saw another good game from Torino. This time they defeated Empoli and kept their sheet clean. Zapata scored once more, but I am disappointed in the referees, who disallowed clear goal for the away team. In the early game of Sunday, Milan defeated Monza with 3-0 and are finally back on tracks to fight for the top 4 spots. Leo made an assist and he is starting to build his form for the most important part of the season, while Reinders scored great solo goal. The saves from Di Gregorio didn't help his team and his managers in the fantasy game. After this game it was time for the match between Fiorentina and Verona, that finished 1-0. In the last round Verona took 1 point from Lazio, but couldn't stop the Violets this time around. In the next game we saw 4 goals split between the two teams. Great contribution for the fantasy managers from Berardi, Lorenzo Luca and Roberto Pereira. You can think of bringing them in your squad, despite the bad form of their teams. And in the evening game we saw maybe the biggest surprise in this round. Bologna schooled Roma to defeat them with 2-0. Great performance by the home side as the guests didn't have any answers without Dybala and Lukaku up front. In the late game it was time for a derby. But there was not that much drama, as the number 1 contenders defeated Lazio away at the Olimpico with 2-0. The Eagles made a mistake that striker like Lautaro Martinez can't miss. On Monday it was time for the last game between Atalanta and Salernitana. The away team took the lead, but then they were trashed with 4-1 after great performance once again from Luis Muriel. This is the dream team for the 16th round, and I have to say that Fiorentina's goalkeeper scored 17 points alone, after saving the penalty in his game. In our league Henok is still the leader and he is now leading with 24 points to Nikola Ratkovic. I can say that there is significant distance between top 8 managers and those below them. My team is 120 points behind and those after me are getting closer and closer. Soon I may end up in the bottom half the table. There are at least 5 teams that are dangerously close to me. As Nikasamu scored 91 points this round and is now just 1 point behind me. Flora did well too, scoring 88 points and closed the gap with 6 points, but nobody came even close to the round leader Silvio Berlusconi, who scored 118 points. In his attack he has most of the main characters for this match day. Osimhen, Kvara, Gudmundsson and Martinez scored goals, while Chiesa won and scored a penalty. And this is the world leader for now, Anton Yovkov from Bulgaria. He had good score for the round, but his total is impressive. 1,381 points are unreachable for now even in my wildest dreams. In his team Osimhen and Berardi scored 1/3 of the points for this round. In our league Mark Mutegi and Nikola Ratkovic are highest scorers with 197 points respectively. In Mark's team most of the players had attacking contribution, except the Juventus defenders. While Nicola was counting on the 5 defenders, plus the keeper which collected him half the points, Flora had 5 plus 1 defenders too, as they brought her 50 points, and that is about 56% from the total score. In the attack, Chiesa and Berardi contributed with 12 points each. My team collected just 82 points, but still I am maybe in the top 10 for the round in our league. I couldn't fix my team before the match day, so everything stayed as in the last round. I scored 2 points lower than last round, so I am happy as I kept the average line of points. I have to say that I am disappointed in Mancini and Pongracic, as they brought just 8 points. If I have to compare myself to the top managers from our league in this round, I had 4 plus 1 in defense, but they scored 46 points, which is just a little bit behind them. Overall I am happy with my team, but I have 3 transfers for the next game week, and that is how I used them. Selling the useless Lukaku for a prolific striker in the face of Giroud, and swapping Pongracic for Buongiorno as this experiment didn't work out. The third transfer is second chance for Felipe Anderson, as his team have easier games than Politano's Napoli. And again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel in TikTok and in YouTube. Take care and God bless.